hope you're doing well today. I'm Miss Pocket Papa, and in today's video, we are gonna build a marketplace. Feel free to follow me so we can go ahead and get started. So I have this huge space to work with. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make an open space or if I'm gonna build some buildings like I said in the last video. If you want to see my next cranny build, which is this spirit Halloween looking ass building back here, I made that for my speed build in the last video. So if you'd like to see that, go ahead and watch that. Regardless of if I build any structures, I know I'm gonna have to make pathing, so I'm just getting the construction thing all set up. I think I want to make a path connecting the one from the front by the entrance leading up to Nook's Cranny, and I'm just trying to center it, make sure that I know that is the center of the path. It lines up perfectly with the center of the doors. And I'm just placing some medieval building sites before I even build anything to see if that's what I want here. So trying to get like a skeletal structure. Sorry, don't mind the train. That's what I do a lot before I officially start building any buildings, so I don't waste time like with the terraforming. I just place some building pieces around and see if that's what I want. I can't remember who started this, but people started using the display stands to place in front of buildings to kind of make them look like storefronts. So I'm going to be using that, and I decided that I wanted to make a tiered building. So just 2 tiers. On the second tier, I'm going to put more medieval building sides, maybe some string lights if I have space, just to make the buildings look a little more realistic. Oh wow, I'm really showing a lot of this, aren't I? You know what? I think I'm just going to talk about random things in between. Just so we can get to know each other better. If you can relate to anything, if you think it's totally weird, if you want to say what you're like, please feel free to let me know in the comments. Oh yeah, I also had to move the building out of the way, the building path thing, to lay down some more pathing. But I have gotten worse over the years with this, but I've always loved seasons. I've always loved the change in seasons where I live. I experience like spring, fall, summer, winter all very differently, with the snow versus being really hot, blah, 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 fall leaves. And I love holidays. I love the things that remind me of those seasons, but I've started to like categorize my entire life based on seasons a lot. When it comes to fashion, I'm very into the colors that you wear during certain seasons. Not that there's a right or wrong way to go about anything. Obviously, if you want to wear purple and it's November, you can. But I personally just like sticking to fall colors versus more vibrant summer colors, darker winter, blah, blah, blah. Music, this is a weird one. I listen to certain music based on the season. There's some songs that kind of overlap in the seasons, but for the most part, I usually make a new playlist every fall, winter, but especially like the difference between summer and fall and winter, I like have to listen to different music. I absolutely have to. Oh, by the way, I'm placing the medieval building sides here. So I start with the back or the front, place anything I want to in front, and then I place stuff in the back. Also, in order to fully make the building, you have to add some extra space to place the final walls in the back area. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm literally gonna have to tear that back down and repave there, but there's no other way to really build. So I try to get the sides up, and then the last thing I do is step on those last few square areas and place the medieval building sides, in which, sorry, I need to grab more. Anywho, I listen to certain music based on the tempo, kind of the genre. I listen to like more indie stuff during the fall, more like conscious rap, more like just slow paced, more not like necessarily melancholy, but like Mitski. Certain artists have like songs of varying degrees, so I'll listen to an artist like certain songs or certain albums. I listen to like more 90s hip hop and stuff during the winter. I don't know. I like categorize things so much based on the season, what I watch, what I do. Like Great British Baking Show, I can't watch until it's the holidays, until it's fall leading up to winter for some reason. Like I just categorize my life so completely. Like my phone and Switch accessories, like everything is seasonal. I have so many seasonal decorations. Oh my god, I have spent so much money on seasonal decorations. I have garlands for like every season, even Valentine's Day, to hang up in like my living room and dining area. Like I switch with the season so much. I think it's kind of fun to have little ways to like switch around my house and my wardrobe and stuff, but like it brings me like peace. And I don't know if it's because I'm a Virgo. I really like to organize and categorize things, but people think it's crazy to like completely switch what kind of music I listen to based on the weather. Like if it's technically fall but it's like an 80-degree day, it feels weird. I'm gonna put on my summer playlist. So yeah, if you're like that, please let me know. I feel like a lot of people don't do this, or do some of them. Do you dress certain way? Like, do you like dress certain ways and like to wear certain colors during certain seasons or holidays, stuff like that? I feel like it's more common. So if you do some of those things, let me know. If you do none of them, let me know. If you do the music thing, please let me know, because a lot of people think I'm insane for doing that. Anywho, sizing is going to be a little bit different for this building. I have more space on the side, but I think I'm going to put a building on both sides to make this like an alleyway, kind of. Not an alleyway, it's going to be a street, but alleyway in the sense that there's like stuff on both sides and it's kind of narrow. So I'm just placing my sidewalk. I skip every few because I end up putting a heart design on like every third one or something. And I'm just making sure that they're lined properly, because there's like different shading for if it's the top or the bottom sidewalk, blah blah blah, you know, making pathing. Same with the Sakura design I made. I like made some various ones, so it's not all just a bunch of flower petals and not just all a bunch of big flower pieces that are supposed to look like they're from the tree. But anywho, the building on the other side is going to be a little bit longer, but it's okay. I think I know what I'm gonna do with that space already, so I'll have stuff to put there. I'm very excited to see how this turns out, honestly. Yep, I'm liking it already. I'm really liking it already. And oh my gosh, there is this space. I hate open spaces like that, so I'm trying to find an item to place there so you can't see really well down that area. I think this will be a good placement. Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, so I'm making my shop front. I'm too lazy to make like a display sign. Maybe I'll go back and change it later, but I made these door designs. These are inspired by April ACNH. There might be like a hyphen or something in there. I'll link it in the thing below, but she started making those doors, and if you've seen like the building trends from like 2021, like Trader Joe's and Target and stuff like that, I think she started that, and she made like those door designs for the simple panels. Someone may have done it before, but I know she really blew up for that, so I'll credit her below, her Instagram. Yes, Piper, grr. Oh, you edgy goth girl, teach me how to be mad. I love it. Yes, you're serving. I love Piper. She's one of my favorite villagers on this island. Another little tirade. I love having all these different themes for my islands and stuff. I love trying to do different color schemes, different seasons. I always push myself to do different villagers and experience different villagers based on the theme. Like my last theme was food based, so there were a lot of villagers I probably would have never had otherwise, because I naturally kind of gravitate towards the cute, more cottagecore villagers like Maple and Fauna and Molly and Ellie. Oh my gosh, my heart. Those villagers will always have my heart. But they're really popular. A lot of people use those. We all know those are like lovely villagers. So I try to use other ones. So this like kind of black and white, like goth kind of bad girl themed island really pushed me to use unique villagers. I have Rodeo on here, who I probably would have never had otherwise. I really like Piper. I might have her again. I love her look. Gloria's one of them. Oh my god, she's so iconic, even though I know someone named Gloria who I'm not cool with. But also my Nana's name is Gloria, and I love my Nana so much. So you know what, we love Gloria. Also, isn't there a character from Madagascar, the movie, named Gloria? Yeah, you know what, most Glorias are good. We love that. We love Gloria, the villager, and my Nana, and the character from Madagascar. Anywho, I'm finally placing the stalls. You know that I love using stalls. I have never gotten over the 2020 Market Street thing where you just like put a bunch of stalls in a row and put different items and kind of make it look like a theme. This is so nuanced. I'm going to try to do this on another island, like leave it out in an open space or something, but I'm putting paint cans here and I'm going to place a gyroid or two here. I might change it out for a cash register instead, but it's meant to look like those are freshly painted. So I might do that idea for another island, have more paint cans out and more of the gyroids out, because some of the gyroid colors look really well with the different paint can variations. So I want that to be more of a focal point, but I don't have space on this island, so I think I'm going to do that somewhere else on another island in the future. I'm trying to do like purple, dark, spooky themes, like, you know, like kind of the darker purple toys, using the fortune telling set, candles and stuff like that. Just stuff that makes sense with the island theme, either because of the Halloween aspect or because of just like the personality aspect behind it. So yep, gotta mix a little bit of pastel in there with some purple and dark colors. The street lamps, I like pulling them up like a half of a square over, so like you can't walk directly on the sidewalk, but it looks a lot closer. And now I'm just probably gonna switch around the items a little bit and get really nuanced. I'm a Virgo, so it's probably gonna look kind of crazy. Now I'm placing some stuff on the path. I didn't make another corner piece for the left side of my brick lining. I probably should, and I can, but I'm too lazy to draw another flower design because it's annoying to make so many of those. So I just placed a little candy wrapper there for now, and I don't know if I'm gonna keep the spooky arc. I don't know. I might. I also don't know if I'm going to keep both of these trees. I think I want at least one. I want the alley to feel like kind of filled. So I want something in the middle of the sidewalk. I wish it were wider so I could actually like plant an actual tree or something, but it's okay. I really like the way the little costume store is looking with the little hats and stuff, but I'm going to try to make this symmetrical. I wish we had more variation of these different items. I know they released with the 2.0 update back in 2021, they released a few more spooky items for Halloween, but I wish they had more like variations of this, or that these were symmetrical, so like when you flip it over there's also a cutout on the back of it, which I know they probably weren't thinking people would flip them over, but come on, you know what kinds of people are going to play this game. But anywho, I love the petal the petal piles. I love that when you run through them they kind of scatter around and stuff, so I try to add those like all over the sidewalk too. I end up making the area look a little cluttered. I'm sorry if you don't like this like cluttered look, but I do. So that's what we're doing. I'm trying to figure out what else to place next to excuse me, sorry, it's getting a little past my bedtime at this point. Anywho, now I'm just lastly trying to figure out what to put here. I feel like it's a little too pumpkin-y, but we'll see. I test out the cowboy boots first. I really like how the plant shop turned out. I love that there's like black plant items and the little greenhouse looks good there. The pumpkins hiding like the space between the gap between the flowers and the display stand well. think at this point that gave me an idea. I'm not sure when I apply that idea, but yeah, just trying to make it look as spooky as possible and try to use more items. Again, I can't get over how little Halloween items we have, and how many different how little, I guess, color variations we have. Yeah, the skeleton there with the little pink boots, that's giving. But I wish we had more color. I wish they released like more purple themed items and stuff. If you saw my last build, and you'll see throughout my island, I used like some of the Christmas themed items because they released like the purple ornament items, and they're like purple and dark purple and black and stuff, and they're like kind of Halloween colors, but you know, it's Christmas items instead. So I have some of those throughout my island, which is a bit confusing, but I just wanted to throw more purple in there, especially for this specific island theme. I love the way this turned out. I'm so happy with this. Voila, this is the final product. I am so happy with this build. I really hope you like it. I love it. I'm honestly very excited to share this with you. I thought I wasn't going to be able to make anything cool again, but I hope this island also excites you guys. I hope you're able to get some ideas, inspiration, or at least have fun with me as I make this Halloween themed island, you know, get in the Halloween mood. Oh, if you celebrate Halloween, if you have a costume already, please let me know what you're going to be for Halloween this year. Now I gotta do the YouTuber thing. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for my next video. I have a couple more videos using this island with this theme, so it'll be in season. Also, stay tuned to the end for the next like few seconds if you want to see me on my socials. I'm really active on Twitter and Instagram, and I'd love to see you over there. Bye!